Peace, peace, peace. Yeah, yo, you know who it is right here, the God King, AllahKing Wize. I'm here on this glorious day of equality. So, I'm here to let everybody know, what I'm saying, who don't know. I got this performance coming up. I got a live performance coming up. We got this live performance about to come up this Saturday, matter of fact, coming up Saturday. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that performance coming up. Cause we still adding on GodpriNt Vibezzz, showing these niggas how to be God. It's the GodpriNt. So yeah, man. I'm talking about how hip-hop imitating life, man. We got hip-hop imitating life. Life, you know how you say art imitating life? So, we got hip-hop imitating life. And, when you got hip-hop imitating life, sometimes, man, individuals get caught up in some shit, man, striving to be something that they not. You try to be something that you're not, it can cost you a whole lot. So I always share my experiences for the young, so the young can look at some of the things that I'm telling them and be like, yo, they can see how to avoid some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some of this shit, they just got to go through themselves. No matter what you tell them, no matter what you say, they still going to get caught up in it. So that's how that goes a lot of times. These niggas acting like they God, but I be God for real. Acting like you might be hard. That shit will get you killed. Blood spill. Blood on the hand is the man who did me kill. Dynamite drill, 2 pieces of steel. My niggas sharpen the skills. Here got knowledge for the baby. Wisdom for the ladies. Taking full like Eric B. And rock him up in the 80s. When the crack hit, baking soda with the coke. Pirates on the stove mix. Get the fuck about a 6. Product switch. Gucci this. Versace that. 8-point. Universal flag. 16 shades of black. Rat-a-tat-tat. Rat-a-tat-tat. Put a savage on his back. These haters mad. Mad cause I'm home. Back on the throne. Please rubber home. What that niggas gon' do. Yeah, yo, so hit let everybody know also, man, I got subscriptions coming out. GodpriNt Vibezzz got some subscriptions for y'all. Sign up on the subscriptions. We got 3 tiers: intro fans, super fans, family fans. Give you like exclusive content, behind the scene footage of just a day in the life of AllahKing Wize and how I move and how I operate. So I ain't gonna be that long, man. I just wanted to get that out there to everybody, man. The GodpriNt. Go download that now. The GodpriNt. You can download the album at GodpriNt.Vibezzz. That's GodpriNt.Vibezzz, B-I-Z. You can download that. See what's really going down with that right there, man. Because here go the thing, man. When you're putting out music, right, or when you're putting out anything, it's all about the quality of your content, what you bring it to the table. You got a product or you got a service or something. So it's about, do people want to hear what you got to say, or do people want to see what you got to show? So if you got something that got some type of substance to it or value or whatever, people going to pay for it. And like, you know what? I want to buy that album. I want to stream that album. I want to download that album, or I want to buy that book. Peace to the God. Peace, peace. Yeah, man. I'm here on this equality day, yo. I'm on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, just letting the whole world know AllahKing Wize, man. I got a performance coming up Saturday, in the Queen City of the Gods. You got the God Shaheem coming through. 50th year anniversary of hip hop. He's showcasing. Yo, so he gonna be here the whole weekend. He gonna be here the whole weekend in the Queen City. And we got a community event that's gonna be Saturday that the brother is hosting.
you know, with his rugged road to recovery foundation and all that. So yeah, I'll probably be out there with that, you know, representing, doing my community work as always, man, because it's always about giving back. Have that going on. And, you know, it's just basically me here now, man, just showing and proving my equality, because my equality is I want for my brother and my sister what I want for myself. And so when we talk about hip-hop, say hip-hop is art imitating life. You know what I'm saying? They look at hip-hop, you know, they say, yo, art imitating life. But then you got, you know what I'm saying, individuals is imitating some shit sometimes, right? You know, because you have some people looking at hip-hop and trying to imitate hip-hop. Individuals trying to imitate hip-hop when hip-hop is imitating life. So it's like all different type of crazy shit going on, right? But yeah, so I ain't gonna be on Facebook that long, man. I'm about to go over to IG with this right here, but I'm still gonna be on YouTube right here though. So for all my Facebook followers and everybody support the God King, AllahKing Wize, yo, I'm about to transfer over to IG. Peace. Yeah. So I'm about to get ready to go over here. I ain't even rocking with that right now. Let's go to IG one time. Let's go. Bam. See what we got.
Shots out of 8, the God is still building. June 13th, the devils thought they killed him. The 13th.
Peace to the gods, peace. You know, I'm over here. I'm on YouTube Live, IG Live. Peace to the God, powerful, Prince Powerful. Yeah, man. So I'm just over here, man, letting everybody know I got the show coming up. Yo, I got the show coming up Saturday, yo. You know what I'm saying? Got the show showcasing. I'm got a live performance. I'm saying I got the live performance coming up. You know the brother Shaheem coming through 50th hip hop anniversary. He's showcasing out here in the Queen City of the Gods. So yo, you know I gotta be on the scene. You know, coming on the scene with my brotherhood, the brothers, you know that vibe with me on these GodpriNt Vibezz. You know, we gonna be there. You know, for the live. You know, express my live performance. So, but yo, this is what I'm talking about. Hip hop imitating life. You know how they say art imitate life? Yo, shit is so real, man, because when you look at hip hop, so I would say, you know what? You know, I'm a student of hip hop. I came up in the culture at a very young age, you know what I'm saying? So you got the business of hip hop, and then you got actually like the culture itself of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got that taking place. So what I tell people, if it wasn't for the gods, it wouldn't be hip hop. If it wasn't for the 5%ers, it wouldn't be no hip hop. So, you know, me, I'm a 5% patriot. So I'm always going to represent for the 5%. And so I'm letting the world know, yo, if it wasn't for the gods, it wouldn't be hip hop. So they say hip hop started in the Bronx, right? So I'm going to give y'all a quick lesson, right? I'll give you a quick lesson. Hip hop started in the Bronx, New York, right? And then it spread across the world. The 5% Nation started in Harlem, New York, and then it spread across the world, right? So, you know, one of my big brothers, my father mentor, Allah B, who was called Born Allah at that time, in the late 60s and all of that, that led into the era when hip hop was birthed in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So for those who were in that era, some of the OGs, the individuals who laid the groundwork for the street scene and up in the BX, you know, these individuals, man, you know, they had a role in mentoring me. You see what I'm saying? So, and what I'm saying is, you know, these individuals with live street, they was individuals that was in the street, man, living that street shit for real. But they also had knowledge itself, though. They had knowledge. So a lot of them got caught up, getting locked up, getting killed or whatever. And so the young people that were around them is really how we got hip hop. And so, the message, the knowledge was already at the foundation of hip hop. And then, over the years, this shit get attacked, man. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop get attacked by these devils and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, the power of hip hop, it influences people. It has the ability to influence, to set trends, to bring about aspects of culture, shit like that, right? So this is what I'm here for. I'm here on the scene of hip hop, is to keep that motherfucking message there, so you say, art imitating life. So you may have the music expressing a reality of life, right? Expressing something. For example, man, you hear motherfucker rapping about, shooting somebody, nigga rapping about killing a nigga or robbing somebody. You hear nigga rapping about, drug operations and all this type of shit, right? At one time, the individuals who expressing that, they might not have been living that themselves. They was talking about somebody else who was doing it. Then all of a sudden, you got individuals who heard that shit and went to go imitate it. So they started to imitate the shit they heard. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a lot of niggas running around, man, rapping this, rapping that. Yo, you ain't living that shit though, man, but you rapping it in first person like you living it. And when you do that, you attract to you the shit. You know what I'm saying? You attract to you a lot of shit, So it's to protect the integrity of hip hop. The hip hop culture is a culture that's rooted in the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The 5% nation is rooted in that. Individuals come and say, well, this and that. What I'm telling you is the individuals that were from the 60s, that was the heart of the street. The individuals that was in the mix of the streets of the Bronx, in the BX, where it started at, were the guards. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing moving on the street without the guards being involved. In the Bronx, in Harlem, in Brooklyn, in Queens. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of young people need to know that history. A lot of y'all need to know that. And I'm only speaking from what was told to me because I definitely wasn't there. I wasn't there, right? So my father mentor, who, peace be upon him, Allah be, who was called Born Allah at that time. This is what was told to me from those that were there with him. Like me and Born Allah, or me and Allah be, part himself, Allah be, we had a personal relationship. That was my big brother. That was my father mentor. He taught me a lot about the 5% nation. He taught me a lot about life in general, right? Just in my manhood and my godhood. His peers, right, tell me about him and the type of presence that was in the Bronx at that time. This is in the 60s is what I'm talking about, though. 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. In 71, Allah B got locked up for life. They took him away. They gave him a life sentence. 25 years to life is what Allah B got in 1971. So, this is when we starting to really get hip hop. It's in seminal form. It's being birthed through the stages at this time, right? This history is very important because we're talking about the 50th year anniversary of hip hop. And I hear all these motherfuckers talking about hip hop, right? Y'all motherfuckers all on IG and all these airways talking about hip hop, but you not letting it be known from the root. And you might not know. So if you don't know, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? It won't be no hip hop if it wasn't for the 5%. If it wasn't for the guards, it won't be no hip hop. So it's all about knowing your history. When you know the origin of something, you're able to see, you know, the pathway of its growth and its purpose. You're able to understand what its purpose is. What's the true purpose of it? What was the purpose for hip hop? Because you always got these devils, you know what I'm saying, that'll infiltrate some shit that we produce ourselves and pervert it. So, you know, a lot of times nowadays, man, the hip hop got perverted, yo. They perverted the sound, they done perverted the message, they done perverted the whole shit. So this is why the gods must come back into the forefront. The gods must, you know, take a righteous stance by teaching. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about no force, bringing no force to nobody, because, you know, we talking about men, we talking about individuals that, you know, respectable individuals, and that's peace though, right? But here we go though. It's protecting the integrity of the culture. And when it comes to the 5%, I protect that with my life. When it comes to the 5% nation, Allah's 5% nation, the nation of the gods and the earths, yo, I protect that with my life. Yeah, we got to get our children back, right? Definitely. We're going to get them back. So the whole thing about that, we're going to get our children back. That's why I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get the children back. So it's like it's up to like young brothers like you, Powerful, to do what you do. Keep teaching and keep teaching and keep teaching, and we'll reach who we need to reach. Everybody do their part, the older gods and the younger gods. So I ain't going to be long, because what I really want to say is, yo, I got my subscriptions, GodpriNt Vibezzz. So we got 3 tiers of subscriptions. Intro fans, super fans, family fans. So you can go to GodpriNt Vibezzz. You can sign up for some subscriptions. You know, it give you exclusive content, behind the scene footage, a day in the life of AllahKing Wize. You know, I'm going to be teaching, you know, I'm going to have certain say, you go up into the family fans subscription, yo, I'm going to be giving, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be educating individuals on life, business, life and business. That's what you're going to get right there, man. You know, on that subscription, you can get an education on life and business, exclusive education from my experiences. And, you know, we're going to be bringing in some other people to give you some insight on some things, because it's all about each one teach one so we can reach one. You know what I'm saying? So we can say to the children just like that, man, because it's all about the babies. Because why? The babies are the greatest. So, yo, 50 years of hip hop, yo, live performance coming November the 11th. Yo, come up, pull up, pop out, right? And see the AllahKing Wize. You know I'm be repping GodpriNt. You see what I'm saying? 5% repping. You see, yo, I'm an OG's OG. You know what I mean? Like, yo, when you got niggas that looking up to like rappers and shit like that. So, yo, you know what I'm saying? I looked up to the OG niggas, man. Niggas that was from the street. You see what I'm saying? Individual like Allah B. You know what I mean? These are the individuals that inspired me. I got individuals that's OGs. See what I'm saying? Individuals that come before all of this shit. And I keep them alive. Because, you know, some people, man, they don't respect their elders. They don't respect the older generation. See, I respect the older generation. I respect the individuals who came before me, who made a way for me to get to be who I am. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey, yo, like some people, man, you riding the dick of these motherfucking niggas, man. These niggas is corny ass motherfuckers, right? So that's my opinion, though. That's just how I see it, right? And when I'm saying they corny is, it's like, yo, you can put all that designer shit on. You can put all the jewelry on. You can do all this shit, decorate yourself however the fuck you want to decorate yourself. If you a lame motherfucker, you still a lame. If you a cornball, you still a cornball. You get what I'm saying? Who is this right here? Yo, peace. Who is this? Peace.
What's going on, bro?
Yo, what up, man? What's going on? Peace. All right. So what's your name, G? What's going on?
My name Bass here.
Oh, okay. That's peace, man.
Listen to that knowledge you drop.
That's good, man. It's all about the knowledge, man. You know, it's all about, you know, education, man. Because, you know, I'm talking about hip hop, 50-year anniversary of hip hop. I'm just giving some history of hip hop, man. And so we can make sure we can keep the young moving in the right direction. Yeah.
That's our future.
Say it again.
That's our future right there.
Definitely, that's our future. Right. So yeah, man, everybody got to do their part, man. And you know, everybody make mistakes. Different people go different ways in life, man. But it's all about, you know, how do you make amends? How do you, you know, move forward to the next level? Yeah. All right, then, bro. You know, man, it was nice kicking it with you, man. You know, I'm still. Hey, yo, where you at? You near Charlotte?
No, I'm in Philadelphia.
Oh, you in Philadelphia? Okay. You be building with the guards up there, the 5%ers in Philly?
Now I'm from the nation.
Oh, the Nation of Islam? Okay, brother. Okay. That's peace. But I'm gonna catch you though, man. You know, peace.
All right, peace, bro.
Hey. Yeah. I'm trying to get this shit right here. Hold on. Peace to the God. Peace, God. I'm trying to figure out how to get the other brother off. But yeah, what you doing though, God?
Oh, no, much, Bobby. Just got back from AutoZone.
Oh, you still working on your car and shit?
Yeah.
That's peace. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this shit right. But that's peace though, man. You know, I'm just here going live a little bit, man. Oh, yo, the brother going right there. Yeah, I'm just here talking about the show coming up, the performance, man. You know, this performance I got coming up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about to go crazy.
Oh, yeah. You know, we represent 5% repping. 5% repping. You know, that's how it's going to go down, man. You know, 5% repping. You know, I was talking about hip hop imitating life. You know how they say art imitate life. And so, you know, I was talking about how you can have some people who, you know, I was going back talking about the history of hip hop and how in the Bronx, when hip hop started, it was on the foundation of the 5%ers who were in the Bronx. And I was just giving some history about, you know, Big Brother Allah B, peace be upon him, who was considered to be put in charge of the Bronx by Allah, the Father, for the 5% motion that was going on up there. You know, and this is what his peers tell me. You know what I'm saying? You may have some people that's not from Pelon, not from the Bronx or whatever. Like, well, you know, the Father didn't put Allah be in charge of that shit. He just said that. Yo, what I'm saying, motherfucker, is the people that was there with him, his peers say that. You know what I'm saying? So I go by that part. But anyway, you know, it's about really y'all, man, the young. All this shit I'm doing, like, yeah, I'm going to do this live performance Saturday. You know what I'm saying? The brother Shaheem coming through. He hosting that showcase, 50th hip hop anniversary, you know, showcasing that. He going to perform. I think, you know what I'm saying? He going to be performing or whatever and all that shit like that, right? But, you know, for me, it's making a way for the young. And when we making a way for the young, the music is an avenue because, you know, it's a form of expression. It could be therapeutic. And then on top of that, it's business. So you got the business side. And so when we start looking at that business side of hip hop, now you start talking about these devils who have swarmed in and, you know, as always, because they have the resources, they put in the financing behind certain shit and they can promote and put into the forefront things that set trends. So you can have niggas advocating pure savagery and shit. You get what I'm saying? And while they make money off of it, you know, these devils behind the scene making all this money off this shit, while the young is losing their life and they're losing their soul in the process. So you got to have individuals that's strong enough to be able to come and take a stance and say, yo, fuck that, man. we're gonna talk about this way. We're gonna express this way. Everybody have an opportunity to express themselves, because you can do what the fuck you want to do for real. But it's always understanding that for every action, there's an opposite equal or opposite reaction.
Right, true indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that message is definitely important.
Somebody
You know
else
what I'm
trying to
saying?
come with you.
I remember one
Bam.
time during high school, it was a wave where, besides, you know, gang culture, it was another wave of pills, popping pills and depression.
Peace to the God. Parts up, brother just popped up. The God just popped up. Peace, God. Can you hear me, God?
Hold on.
All right.
I try to put the mic on.
Okay. But yeah, I was just listening to the young God Prince Powerful was building. But go ahead, Powerful.
Oh yeah, you know, the message is, you know, very important. They control what, you know, they want certain artists to put out, what type of message they want going through the songs and everything. You know, I was saying during my time in high school, one of the messages was just popping pills. Like popping pills, especially when Juice WRLD was around. That was definitely the message, you know, pop pills and tone the present. I definitely see what you're saying when you mentioned that they have the control, they have the power to control what artists say and do in their music.
Right. You know, they only have the power that you give them, though. You know, so that's why it's important for us to be able to be in a position to provide the necessary resources for them, for young individuals that's coming with their art to express their art. Because, you know, individuals coming from poverty, motherfuckers is starving. Sometimes you already caught up in the street or whatever, and you got a talent, you got a skill set, which is you can express yourself. You know what I mean? You can do music or whatever, and then these devils see that and like, look, well, we'll give you this, and you know, boom, this is what we want you to push. And then now they're gonna make it where the rest of the world can get to hear that shit, and younger ones get influenced by it. And so we already know that. So the thing is, how do we disrupt that shit and change it? You got to put out music too. They putting out music, they putting out content. You put your content out, and then now we competing against God versus devil. Now, because if you're not putting no content out, you can't create that dynamic of choice. You know what I'm saying? The young need to see another choice that they can make. They need to see another option, because they might be so tunnel vision. This is all they can see, because this is bombarded. It's constantly being put before them. So, yo, we be on social media. We come on IG. We come out where they got shows, performances. Okay, boom, we going to be performing there too. And we put ourselves on the scene in the mix. Everybody ain't got to be rapping. You got individuals coming with fashion. If you got your fashion, you know, you got brothers and sisters that got different entrepreneurship going on. We bring our brands to the table. We put our brands into the forefront and keep doing it, and just keep doing it. And what happens is it becomes cultural. It becomes a norm. You understand? It's just consistency. Because you might not see a lot of money coming from it in the beginning stages. However, now we got to negotiate with other people, because you got to get investors. You got people who can invest in your venture and who got the mindset to see Black excellence in the form of real Blackness, not Black excellence defined by white supremacist mind state. So you can't put Oprah before me and say, oh, that's Black excellence, because Oprah a billionaire, and now she's supposed to be the standard for what Black excellence is. Fuck no. That can't be that. So now we have to pool our resources together. So you get the older brothers and the younger brothers and the sisters to come together. And now we have to agree to disagree. So we talking about 5% repping. So as 5%ers, as part of the gods and earths, now we have to agree to disagree on some things so that we could be a strong force to compete against these white supremacist individuals, whether they be coming in a Black form or not. No matter what form they coming in, if it's a white supremacist idea behind it, we got to crush it. And when you go to crush that, you can't crush it in a way where it's becoming corny, where the young people not being able to receive it. It got to be where when the young people hear the message, they're like, "Yeah, I fuck with that. I fuck with that right there." You know, I can relate to that. I want to be a part of that. And so when you do that, now these devils gonna say, "Well, you can't be putting this content out on IG, or you can't be putting this content out on Facebook. So therefore, we got to have our own platforms. We got to create our own websites. We got to have our own avenues to continue to be able to put our message out. Because in a minute, when this message becomes so strong and dominant, and it's like, yo, I don't want to see this lady, you know what I'm saying? This lady, you know what I'm saying? This female, she's shaking her ass. Of course, it look good, though. You see what I'm saying? You know, her body, that shit bad. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing it. But if you bombard me with all that shit, the value goes away. Now I don't value your body no more. I don't value that shit because you done bombarded me with it so much, it loses the value. Now it's like, you stupid bitch, I can talk to you like that. Get the fuck out of here. It's total disrespect now because you done made it be pure trash when it was a sacred thing at one time. It was meant to be sacred. So we got to bring that back. So how can you like bring that sacredness back and not be corny though? Because the nigga looking at you like, yo, man, get the fuck out of here with this corny ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she's saying, yo, Sexy Red kicking whatever she kicking. You know, I'm looking for the hoochie. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the hoochie. You're looking for all that shit right there. But think about how they put that shit and market it to the forefront. How did that song get to be spread so much like that? Pure, dumb, ignorant bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And we know she got a talent. She can put words together. She got showmanship, and that's cool. All that's peace. But the shit that you saying is so fucking crazy. Okay, when you go to speak against that, people gonna come and attack you though. Yo, you a hater. You hating on them. Boom, 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 boom. So what you gotta do is just produce something else that's better. You just keep doing what you're doing, put out what you putting out, and let it keep moving, and work on the ground. Because see, once you get the people on the ground, you good. You know, it's like politicians, right? You see the politicians during election time. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't election time, you're not gonna see the politicians in your community like that. But when they need a vote, hey, look, you know, I've come to address this issue. Boom, boom, boom. Now you want to listen to everything. And that's politics. But when you use that same strategy against them, then that's how we are able to defeat those things. Because if we think about how many people that we can say that we know that have been murdered or OD'd on drugs, right? You OD'd on some drugs, or you've been killed, or you locked away for so long that it's like you dead. You know what I'm saying? They gave you so much time. Those three things right there is like very high probability for a black person growing up in America. You either, you know what I'm saying? When you growing up in this motherfucker, your ass to get killed. If you're a black male, you OD on some drugs, or you're getting locked up. College is far away for a lot of us going to college. And even if you do go to college, they still wrapping your mind up in a white supremacist ideology. So you can lose yourself still. You know, you want to talk like you white. You don't see a relationship to those in that black struggle no more that you actually came from. You see yourself as being better than that. And what you try to do now is prove to white people, I'm not like them. You know, yeah, I'm black, but I'm not like those black people right there. And then you become worse on your own people than the white person was. Because you trying to prove to these white people that you're not like them. I'm not like these niggas. So again, it's us controlling the narrative in the hood, in the street, with the young constantly. It's like this. Every time a young person see you, when your little cousin see us, what you say? Peace. But how old is Virginia?
7.
She's 7, right? So we are being a great influence on her. She's 7 years old and she's around the gods. She's learning mathematics. She is seeing this as a cultural identity. So one day she's going to be 20, 25, 26, 30 years old. You see what I'm saying? But she's growing up around that. She will be in a position to help shape and change policies. She'll be in a position to help shape and mold and change institutions. That's why, that's the investment. That's what Allah, the Father, was doing, as was told to me. The older brothers who were around him and the ones who descend from that legacy is, yo, that's the way we go about making that change. Because when Allah was doing that, they attacked those brothers with heroin. They attacked, this is where you get the plague of dope, heroin coming on the scene to make the brothers go back to sleep. Their mind was waking up. Yo, chemical battle. They hit us with chemical warfare. We rose above that. Then the crack came. You see what I'm saying? They hit us with the crack. And now they done mixed it all together now. So they got these pills and that shit got all type of different chemical bullshit in there. The fentanyl interacting with this shit. So it was full-fledged attack. And the only way to defeat that shit is to be in the mix and be teaching in the mix. You can't be up on no podium trying to talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be down in the mix to be able to reach them in real time. But then when you're doing that, though, you got to protect yourself. Because when you're going through that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's a battleground right there. Because now you can be looked at as an enemy. And now people want to do you harm. And so that's why the gods come the way we come. Because why? Allah ain't raised no motherfucking punks. So when we on the scene, we coming righteous. We coming in peace. But at the same time, though, ain't nothing weak about us, though. You know what I'm saying? You want to get with the shit, then, but it's all peace, though. We coming with peace, though. You know what I'm saying? But we not going to let you hurt us, though. We not going to be like, you know what? You're going to just try to think you could just run over top of a nigga because you say, yo, they come, there's them niggas talking that God shit. You know what I'm saying? Then they go over that, you motherfucking right. Then we go with that God shit. You see what I'm saying? And it's all love, though, because it's to save your what? Life. Because, yo, when your cousin get killed, you crying your eyes out. But you just killed somebody's cousin 2 or 3 days ago, though. You just took away somebody's son. You killed somebody's son. Now your homeboy got killed and you can't take it. You crying like, oh, damn, my nigga dead. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my nigga dead, man. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear that shit now, though. You see what I'm saying? Because you made somebody else feel that shit. You made somebody else feel that pain. And now it came back on you. Or you done got hit with 50 years now. And now you crying out, oh, I need somebody to come get me out. I need this, I need that. Then you putting everybody as they not treating you right. Oh, why you ain't putting no money on my books? Why you ain't come to visit me? And all this shit. But when motherfuckers was trying to tell you when you was running around wilding, you weren't listening. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't listening. So we in a different day of time. When you hear an individual like me speaking like this, you know the time is up. If I'm talking like this, yo, that means it's over. Because why? I was doing the same dumb shit at one time. I was actually in the middle of this chaos. You see what I'm saying? I was doing this shit to my own people. I got hit with the consequences. I had to take that shit. I had to swallow those consequences. I faced those consequences like a man standing 10 toes. I didn't try to bring nobody else down with me. I didn't try to like put somebody else in the situation. I took my responsibility, went through the process, right? Now I'm back to show young individuals like, look, yo, that shit a trap for real, man. You know, because once they get you, yo, they're not playing. The mask come off. You thinking, yo, the mask come off. All you got to do is get into a confrontation with a cop and watch and see how the mask come off. Everything look good. Oh, you know, how you doing today? You know, everything look good. You can get pulled over right now, right? You can be driving down the street. You left some kind of way, you ain't got your ID with you. And the individual like, yo, sir, let me see, you know, the ID and that shit. And you ain't got it. Watch how hostile, watch how the hostility is going to escalate with this individual. You ain't did nothing wrong, though. It's just in his mind, he saying, you know what? I need to approach this young dude because why? You got the hoodie on like that. You looking suspicious. You look like you fit the description of some shit, right? But you just was rushing or whatever and you forgot your wallet. like I've seen you do sometimes, right? You forget your wallet, bam. Now you ain't got no fucking identification though, and you might be having some other shit on your mind, and you're like, "Who's this motherfucker talking to me like I'm a little kid?" Right? But he got a certain type of power with him though, and if you don't know how to respect that shit a certain way, he could use that force against you, and you can do what? Lose your life just like that. You can lose your life just like that because of the way they got it set. And now for us to gain that power back, we have to control what's going on in the community where what? We don't need you here. We don't need you in the community. We govern the community ourselves. We don't need no cops over here in this community right here. Why? Because we govern ourselves in this community. You see what I'm saying? We deal with these things ourselves. Yeah, God, you want to say something, God?
Yeah, can I add on real quick?
Sure, D, God.
God, peace of the God, this is God's type of divine. You know what I'm saying? It's been plenty of times, right, where I go on a corner. Like I live out here in the desert. You know what I'm saying? I live out in the desert. And it's God, well, not God's, but dudes that I grew up with, from junior high school to high school. They be on the corners, you know what I'm saying? Doing devilishment and all that, you know what I'm saying? And like you alluded to before, when the father came to the youth in the hood, like he came to the people as the people.
Right.
Right? So there's plenty of times that, I've been on the corner, you know what I'm saying? I see the dudes on the corner, you know what I'm saying? They burning it down, you know, smoking equality, drinking, whatever. I'll interact with them or whatever, because if I come to them and I hold the knowledge above their head, they're not going to receive the knowledge that I'm giving them. If I'm coming on some I'm holier than thou type shit.
Right.
Nah, I'm coming to you like I'm a hood nigga, just like you a hood nigga, whatever. On that truth, at the same time, whenever I enter the cipher with these, I call them 85ers, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, yo, my nigga this, my nigga that. Whenever I left the cipher with these goons on the corner, I guarantee you, every one of them, when I left, every one of them was like, yo, peace, God. Peace,
right,
God. And
right.
These were savages, God.
Right.
These were so-called savages. On that truth, whenever I interact with them, I'm like, yeah, like I said, I'll blow it down with you, whatever. I'll drink with you, whatever, smoke with you, whatever. But at the same time, whenever I leave, all y'all motherfuckers are going to be like, yo, peace, God.
Right.
Peace, God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's how we build this up. That's how we build our nation up, God. Like,
Indeed.
We got to go to the people and build our people up. We're not going to leave it up to the government to do this and none of that. This is the reason why, and again, I'm not a social media type dude. Only reason why I got social media is because Dark Kim, I know you know Dark Kim.
Right.
The only reason why I got social media is because Dark Kim was on social media and he had his random Jewish channel. He was like, yo, guys, get on social media and we can, do these lives and whatever. That's the only reason why I got this. And then I took this as a platform to use how I see today's degree. And
right.
I don't know a lot of the gods who know me or whatever. Piece of the God. I don't know you. Not you. Allah Wise King. The other God.
Oh, that's one of my fruit. That's one of my fruit right there. Here, young God. He just got the knowledge.
Okay, peace. That's peace. Peace, God. God's type of divine. Born that truth. I was able to use IG to give my seed on the degrees and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I'm like, oh shit, I can use this platform to reach out to people because I reached out to a brother on IG, or he reached out to me more rather. He's from Nigeria.
Right.
He's from Nigeria, and he was like, yo, God, I was like, wow, Nigeria, but if it wasn't for IG, I never would have been able to reach out to the God.
Exactly.
It probably would have took me years, months, and days to reach out to him, but I can use this platform to get this knowledge out to the masses of the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, God?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And you, God, Allah King, I appreciate you, God. I'm like, yo, God, keep teaching and doing what you're doing, God. I support you. I love you, God. You my brother. You already know, because I got your own.
Right.
You already know.
Right.
Hoodies and your book.
Right.
I read your book. Yo, God, powerful, God.
Appreciate that.
Powerful, God.
Appreciate it. Hey, yo, you ever came through the show Improve? I think you kind of breaking up. The connection breaking up.
Yeah.
Now I said, was you at Show Improve last year?
The year before.
Year before. Okay. Right.
I was out there with Knowledge Born. It was me, Knowledge Born, El Sincere, Elgar Sincere, Original Man 7, and Jamel.
Okay.
I actually put a post up there.
Okay.
When actually, it's funny because the post that I put up, it was on the equality, it was the equality degree. And Jamel had posted a question. It was like, yo, what is equality, God? You know what I'm saying? He had us all out there in the center of the cipher, and we all had to build and add on to what was today's degree, which was equality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Jamel was like, yo, not everything in the universe is not everything in life is equal. And I was like, oh shit, God, like he sparked something in me, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, that's peace, God. I never drew that up like that. And God made me draw that up that way, the way he sparked everybody up in that cipher, God. So
right.
That was peace.
Okay, that's peace. That's peace. Yeah. So what I'm about to start doing is I got, you know, on my website, I'm about to create subscriptions. So I'm about to start just having like exclusive bills though, you know, for those that subscribed on there. I'm gonna be having like going into more details about certain stuff outside of just on IG, because some of the bills ain't for just being, you know, put all out there like that, right? But you know, we've been doing a lot of mobilization. It's a lot of connecting taking place, and you know, as far as nation building, and the more in tune with it, then the more impact we have in each other's area, wherever we are. You get what I'm saying? It's to put the resources wherever we are. And it's, for example, you know, when you look at for example, the government, you know, any government agency that's on the federal level, what make them so powerful is they exist throughout the country. And so they can isolate their resources towards one area in the country and make an impact. And that's one of the formulas that we looking at, that you know, we strategically moving out on as a collective. You know, gods and earths in different areas throughout the, you know, we got 11 regions. You got gods in Mexico, Puerto Rico, and like you said, brother, over in Nigeria. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's being able to create those lines of communication, but now move out on action plans. You know what I'm saying? So we can create our own sustainability, meaning that where we can have our own selves as a nation self-sufficient, where we don't have to be going to work for those who don't got our best interests. You know, we don't have to keep involving ourselves with putting our money over here in places where it don't come back to us. You know, so yeah, God, that's great that you in tune like that, man. You know, I'm supposed to be writing something for Doc Kim. He had contacted me saying he got a subscription he coming up with that he gonna be putting out. And I supposed to be putting an article out. I'm glad you brought that up to remind me. I got to get that article to him because I already wrote it. Yeah.
That's peace. That's peace.
Indeed.
Yeah, definitely.
Indeed.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Doc Kim, that's the big homie right there. Doc Kim actually introduced me or got me in contact with my actual enlightener, Allah Saquon.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
Allah
peace.
Saquon, you know what I'm saying? Because I was on Doc Kim's lives, and you know, just us going back and forth, you know what I'm saying, on some regular shit, going back and forth. Allah Saquon was like, yo, who this dude from Queens?
Right.
This dude, God Cypher Divine from Queens. He's like, yo, give me his information. Give me his math or whatever. And then Doc Kim reached out to me. He's like, yo, God, like one of my brothers wanna hit you up.
Okay.
It was Allah Saquon. And then Allah Saquon actually, literally, God, he walked me through Allah's 1 to 40, you know what I'm saying? 1 to 20. You know what I'm saying? 120, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He walked me through that. And he had patience with me.
That's peace. That's peace, God. That's great.
Doc Kim borrowed me from the jump. He borrowed me from the jump. When that truth, Allah Saquon was like, yo, we gonna go through these lessons, one lesson at a time. He was patient with me. He took me through these lessons one lesson at a time. So now what I'm doing is I'm giving back, because once you get the knowledge, God, the knowledge don't belong to you.
Right.
The knowledge don't belong to you, God. Like, it's your duty as a civilized person, you know what I'm saying, to teach the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to all human families of the planet Earth, God.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm doing. And I'm using IG now. Granted, I'm not a content creator. You know, I'm not here to like build up my likes and shit. I don't give a fuck if niggas like my post or not. That's not my job, is for you to like my post or to build up my, you know, followers or whatever. If one person says, yo, God, I appreciate that, and that's with your bill, I'm like, yo, then I'm good. If one person does that, I'm good. I know a lot of people be on IG and you clout chase, not you.
Right.
People are clout chasing. I'm like, I'm not here for that, God.
Right.
I'm just here to teach the truth.
Right.
And give my truth and my see on certain things. And when I see you, I see other gods or whatever, I'm like, yo, those are true and livers right here. Because, yo, you can't fool, yo, God. There was a person who came in the name of one of my brothers, right?
Uh-huh.
But they was false. And I already knew when the dude spoke, he was like, oh, yeah, peace, brother, and da-da-da-da. I was like, yo, you ain't my brother. Like, you hacked my brother's account. You know what I'm saying? And you coming in his name.
Right.
That's one thing. That's the reason why I love our nation, God, because you can't fake being 5%.
Nah.
You can't fake being, God, I can fake being a Hebrew Israelite. I could fake being a Christian. I could fake being a Muslim.
Right.
And you would never know the difference. On that truth, if you come in the name of Allah, and once we examine you, I would know damn well you ain't 5%.
Exactly.
That's why I love our nation, God, because you can't fake it till you make it.
Nah.
In this nation, God. You can't fake it till you make it. Once I ask you, you say, yo, my name is Supreme, Allah, Wise, Intelligence, and, da-da-da. I'm like, okay, God, what's today's Supreme Mathematics?
Right.
Well, what happened? You ain't like me. You ain't like me.
Right.
I know that you faking jacks, God.
Exactly.
That's why I love our nation, God. That's why I love our nation, because you can't fake this shit, man.
You're right.
You can't fake this shit.
You're right. And so, you have a lot of people these days on social media trying to fake it though. You know what I'm saying? They, sometimes people don't engage with everybody on social media, but you might see the name or whatever. But the person never in person nowhere though. They never coming around to be examined in real time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's also a vibe. It's also like a certain way how you move and your mannerisms that will let me know. You know what I'm saying? It's certain mannerisms because you can memorize some information. You can remember some information, but you might have got that shit out of a book though. You might have ordered a book that had the information in there. It's because we got a young brother who just came around. So we had last month's parliament here in Charlotte, right? Young brother, he just seen us. He seen me on IG because I be posting up when we have parliaments. He came up to the parliament. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, his uncle was a part of the nation, but he didn't know yet. He ordered a book offline. He ordered the whole 120 offline. Somebody was selling 120. He had got it. And his mother was, paying attention to what he was doing. He a young brother, 22. And he was like, well, your uncle the 5%, but his uncle all the way in Albany. He was like, well, I didn't know that. And so his uncle was like, look, brother, you got to go amongst the nation. You got to find out where the God's at, where you at, and go get with somebody in the physical. And that's what he did. He just popped up at Parliament like, yo, man, my uncle told me about this, that I should come out. I'm like, yo, so we like, call your uncle. You know what I'm saying? Called his uncle up. We know some of the same people. And that's what I love about the nation. You're not that far away. If somebody can't call somebody to verify who you are, then something ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
His uncle that speak his own language.
Right.
His uncle that speak his own language, God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly. So that's what I love about the nation, man. Everybody. So that's the equality right there. One thing about us, there's no big I's and little U's in the nation. There's no followers. There's no leaders. We all equal on that level. You get what I mean? And you don't find that in other nations. There's always a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? Where this person is the imam or the minister, or he's the top level individual, and everybody got to listen to what the fuck he's saying. Now, of course, we got the best knowers in our nation. And we got older brothers who have experience and have certain history that's respected, but when it comes to, us as being brothers to brother, that's the equality. I want for my brother what I want for myself. And the best way to go about that is not for me just to give to you something of tangible, but knowledge. See, how the old saying, if you give a person a fish, then they can only eat for that day. But if you show them how to fish, you know, they can go be able to eat for the rest of their life. And that's what our nation is based off of. I'm gonna give you the knowledge of self that allow you to go apply that wisdom to bring about your understanding. You know what I'm saying? You can go do for yourself, and then we meet equally on that, because as long as I'm doing my part and you doing your part, that's where we maintain, where we say, come together, you want to see Allah. Now we get that real full magnitude of that power within the brotherhood.
And you brought up the God Allah B, and I remember when I went to a rally and I met Allah B, and he said that exact same thing, God.
Yeah, that's my big brother, the Allah B, man. That's that brother right there, man. He helped me get out of lockup. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I was locked up, I still was wilding a little bit. You read the book, you know what I'm saying? You read and so Allah B, he inspired. I had knew about Allah B, you know what I'm saying, when he was born Allah, right? But when I was able to build that relationship with him, it was a father to son relationship, and I went back all over again through my lessons. See, I had already had the knowledge. I just went through it all over again to get it from a pure, you know, more I would say direct. You know what I'm saying?
Renewing your history.
Right. Even though I came up on the freedom, you know, Papa wooed them and all of that, and I still was really rugged in the street though. You know, I had that part, but and that's what landed me, you know, go through that experience that I went through. But Allah B told me one day, man, he said, yo, you keep going that way right there, they ain't gonna never let you out. Like, you keep that energy right there. He said, yo, that make you a threat. You know what I'm saying? You a coachable threat. So exactly. Yeah. I had to really think about that. And one thing I loved about the God was he never tried to force something to me. It was always, you know, this, you know, he just gave me options, like, you know, this right here, this is how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you gonna do with that? And so most people would know of Allah B like, yo, Allah B was a super gangster. You know what I'm saying? See, he never showed me that side. Even though I knew that side was there, I seen it, you know what I'm saying, with other people and things like that. But with me, it was always a father to son relationship, like a genuine, because I didn't have that relationship with my own biological father. You see what I'm saying?
Me neither.
Yeah, right. So to have that with him and with Freedom Allah, that's what I love about the nation as well. Because, you know, we look at the 6 in Supreme Alphabet, that's Father. You know what I'm saying? And even though his name wasn't the Father, it was Allah. Just the impression that he made on those young boys brought that about. You know, and that has to be a deep impression though, because you got to think, it take a lot for a young street kid to embrace authority, to embrace, you know, somebody older telling them something. You know what I'm saying? And the father was able to do that. He was able to influence individuals who were high school dropouts. I mean, you know the story, you know what I'm saying? All that right there, man. And to put them on a trajectory of positivity. You know, that it take a strong, even you can just see that if your own experience when you see some young little boys out there on the street that's on demon time, like the ones you're on demon time. Because now we talking about, because there's a difference between the first ones that the father went to that was in Harlem. A lot of them was already exposed to Islam already. You know what I'm saying? But the ones in Brooklyn, they were straight gangsters. They wasn't exposed to no Islam. You know what I'm saying? They was exposed to gangster lifestyle. And they became some of the strongest ones, you know, that brought that knowledge to the rest of the, you know, young individuals that they didn't know nothing about no assalamu alaikum, don't eat no pork. You know what I'm saying? You know, firstborn Prince them already knew about Islam. They was already around Malcolm X. They lived in Harlem. This was like the wave for them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, so they was already receptive to that, even though they still was like renegade with it. But the redemptive power for me is when I learned the history of these brothers were gang banging. Like they was rival enemies and shit. And they stopped that and said, yo, you my brother. You know, that's power, man. That take a lot of power, because these beefs was going back generation type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, all because of Allah, one man, all because of that one man, the love that he showed them how to love themselves by how he loved them. You know, that they imitated his love. They saw that type of love because they never received that before. You know, and that's what I come with, man. You know, and so the flip side of that is not to be naive about it neither, though. You know, not to have the naiveness of because I seen this when I was a younger God. You might have some brother that is using that as a, you know, like using Allah's name as a shield, the same way motherfuckers use Christianity. They use Jesus' name. Yeah.
I seen that as a young God, you know what I'm saying? Before I had the knowledge right and exact. Let me make that clear. Because I had the knowledge on that truth, it wasn't right and exact.
Right.
Because I had a lot of what you might call from Islam supreme wisdom. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had supreme wisdom first and foremost. And it wasn't until I got with Allah Saquon, right? When I got with Allah Saquon, and he was like, okay, you got supreme wisdom, let's go through those lessons, God. Right. Go through the 6th degree, go through the 7th degree. You know what I'm saying? We went through all the degrees that I had wrong, that wasn't right and exact. Right. He corrected it for me. Okay. He corrected that for me, God. And that's why I said, like, yo, I thank AllahKing, because if it wasn't for social media, because a lot of people like, yo, why you fucking with social media? Yeah, by God, if it wasn't for social media, I never would have met AllahKing, and I never would have met Allah Saquon. Or it would have took me years, months, and days to meet them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When that truth, once I got with social media, I met AllahKing, I met Allah Saquon, then I got the knowledge right and exact, God. And then once I got the knowledge right and exact, there was no stopping me, God. Right. There was no stopping me, God. So what did you think about the book? I never asked you that. What did you think about the book? I thought the book was always right and exact, God. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just your experience, a lot of things that you went through in your experience, I was like, yo, I went through the same shit. Right. I went through the same, I don't mean a curse on if I'm going to flag you or anything like that. Yeah. So I went through the same thing. And I was like, oh, yo, I've been through the same thing, to where it's like, yo, I went through this, I went through that. And I thought I was right and exact. And I thought I was doing things that was, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was doing things that was always right and exact. Right. So to speak. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. It wasn't until, like, you talk about authority figures. Right. Like, because I was a street dude. I was a street dude too. And I was like, yo, I ain't trying to have nobody tell me what to do. Right. Anybody telling, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like, in this nation, God, we have not a hierarchy, because like you said, we the best knowers. You know what I'm saying? Right. At the same time, each one teach one and reach one, right? Right. Each one teach one and reach one. So I can learn from my brother, just like my brother, one of my brothers, I'm Master Jihad, right? I'm Master Jihad. I don't know if you know him. He's from Medina. You know what I'm saying? And me and him used to be on the phone building or whatever. And I was like, yo, I appreciate you, God. Like, I'm learning so much from you. And he was like, yo, don't put me on a pedestal. Right. Like, we brothers. We equal. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's like, just like you learn from me, I'm learning from you as well. Right. That's what he told me. He was like, yo, ain't nobody above nobody else. Yeah. And I go back to that, the Tupac from Juice, the movie Juice. Right. He say, ain't no one man above the crew. You know that shit. Right. You know yeah. And I was like, yo, that's why a lot of times I'll be posting things on Instagram from movies, but it's because I'm like, yo, I could see the lessons in The Last Dragon, Juice, right? Boys in the Hood. I could draw all that shit up from the lessons, God. Yeah. And people be like, yo, why you posting that shit? I'm like, I'm posting it because I can draw all these movie clips up from the lessons. Right. And that's when you living it out. See, that's when you making it walk and talk. See, if you can't see the lessons in your life, that means you're not living them. You know what I'm saying? In whatever area that you find yourself in, you're supposed to be able to see it through the lenses of the knowledge. You're supposed to be able to see it through the lenses of mathematics, alphabets, and the lessons. And if you're not able to do that, that means you're not living it. You get what I'm saying? Right. And that's what caused some people to be like, well, I used to be God. Or, you know, I used to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Yo, hold on, God. When my justice, at my job. And he said that to me because he saw me, I was rocking a flag. I came to work, I was rocking a flag. Yeah. And he was like, oh, yo, I used to be God. And I looked at him, I said, yo, you used to be God? How the fuck you used to be God?
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, when somebody says to me, I used to be God, you know what I say to them?
What's that?
You never was.
You never was. Nah, you're right. You never was.
You never was God. If you telling me that you was at the highest point,
right?
You used to be God, and now you what? You were lower. You other than your own self.
Right.
So if you other than your own self, nigga, you never was God.
Nah, you never was God.
You never was God.
See what it is they just believed that they were God. They didn't know it. They didn't actually have validation within themselves. So they went through some experience that just took it away. You know what I'm saying? It was only a belief. You didn't never know it, because once you know it, it never go away, because knowledge is infinite. You know what I'm saying? You know, once you know something, nobody can never take it away from you. You can't never take that away once you know it. But if you think it, if you believe it, it can be taken away by what? A fact. The truth can come and take that away. Because if the truth don't take it away, nothing will. You know what I'm saying? That means it is the truth itself. You standing on the truth, because the truth can't be taken out. It is eternal. So the black man being God has always been the truth. We just didn't know it. We lost that knowledge. It's called lost found. It got lost over the years, over many, many years. And so now that we are finding it again, it's where it's shifting the whole planet. And it's shifting in a way that many might not realize how it's being shifted. The 5%ers are shifting the world. We are shifting the entire planet because we have caused people to be more critical thinkers. We've caused people to be more aware. Now they're using the term woke. We've been saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it became a term that's like a trending term. I'm conscious. I'm woke. No, that ain't nothing new right there. You know what I'm saying? My man, we've been knowing the white man was the devil. It ain't like, yo, we already knew this shit. Y'all wasn't paying. Say, yo, let the 5% teach them. You know what I'm saying? So now the 5% get to be teaching again, because why? See, at one time you couldn't sell this flag. You couldn't put the way I'm advocating the flag through business and shit like that. You couldn't do that. So some brothers still don't agree with it. But here go the other side of the equation. It opens the doors to educate. Because trust me, you come around with that flag on somebody going to question you. Now, if you didn't know what the fuck you was buying, what you was getting yourself into, now you have the opportunity to learn. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through a learning experience. At one time, you would get physically fucked up. But
universal beatdown.
Right. But we evolved, though. We evolved out of that. Because we a nation. We're not an organization. You know what I'm saying? So when we saying we a nation, if you look at any flag that's of a nation, the flag fly openly. It's free. For those who want to come up under that flag to receive whatever type of rights and privileges that come along with it, even if they are not actually. So put it like this: you got people who come to America to be United States citizens that wasn't born here, but they still want to receive the rights and privileges of a citizen. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see our nation being one day, when we occupying the land, and you got people that's living up under our principles. You know what I'm saying? But this person still might say they're Christian, though. This person still might say they're a Muslim, and that's peace. However, we still talking about the freedom, justice, and equality principle, though. We just controlling what the norm are. For example, when you come to the United States, Christmas is a normalized holiday. Whether you celebrate it or not, they're going to say this is a federal holiday. You don't have to celebrate it, but the government itself, like, you know what? It's holiday, Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? And one day we're going to be like that too as a nation. You know, it's going to be where it's normal to know that the black man is God. It's like not so shocking. You tell somebody, yo, you know the black man God? Like, what? You the God? It just far-fetched to a motherfucker. How you saying you God? You know? But they made it to where a motherfucker say, yo, I was born a woman. I was born a woman. You know, I was trapped, a woman trapped in my body and all this shit. And they normalized that shit. You see what I'm saying?
That's causing confusion amongst the righteous, though, God.
Right.
That's causing confusion amongst the righteous. I want to touch on a few things that you said, though, because you hit on a few key points, and I know you building and adding on. I don't want to lose focus, though. You said, you know what I'm saying, the God's is here to show and prove, you know what I'm saying, to the people, right? Now, you said something. Now, let me say this. Hold on. When you're showing and proving to somebody who they really are, right? What you're doing is you holding a mirror up to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you showing them what they really are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that we as human beings, as a society, we say collectively that we think makes sense, right? Society as a whole, we think this makes sense. Because I think I posted, whether I posted it or I had a bill with one of God's, I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Truth. It's calling me right now. I'll find that. I'm on the phone. You hear me, God?
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. This is a term that most human beings, or I'll say 85ers use, right? I'll believe it when I see it.
Right.
I believe it when you think I could do a backflip off the building and land into a fucking cup. Yeah, I believe it when I see it. Right. So when you say I'll believe it when I see it, what type of sense does that make when you're using the knowledge? Because to believe something means to accept something that you do not know for sure.
Right.
But if you see something, if I see it, that negates the ability for me to believe. I don't have to believe it if I see it.
Right.
If I can see you right now on Instagram showing and proving, somebody say, yo, do you believe Allah wise king is all wise, right, and exact, and he's the true and living? I don't have to believe it because I see it.
Right.
So when people say seeing is believing, and they take that to the bank, like that makes sense. That don't make no fucking sense.
Right.
Seeing is believing, God.
Right.
Because if I can see something, then there's no need for me to fucking believe
There's
it.
no need for you to believe it.
About?
Exactly. That make perfect. Yeah, you're right, God. You're right. And it's a lot of those terms that got put into normal usage because, see, the language, so, wisdom bring about understanding. Just simple mathematics. So if the wisdom is off, the understanding going to be off. And that's like what you just saying, one of those type of sayings, you know what I'm saying? They got all these different little things that we say and people use it loosely because they never critically thought about it. They didn't use critical thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? They just ran with it and it get passed down. And so that's why it's up to us to point that shit out. And once you point it out to a motherfucker, they going to see it like, damn. It's like a light bulb pop on, but it been here the whole time. You know what I'm saying? All we doing is exposing what already was here in the dark, right? You can walk into a dark room, you can't see what's in that motherfucker. But the shit that's in there was already there, though. You just didn't know it. Right. And you turn the light on, it's like, oh, this shit already was there. You just didn't know it was there, though. And that's how everything is around us in this world. You know what I'm saying? This shit already was here. We are exposing. So that's why I say the truth is the light that dispel the darkness. It dispel the ignorance. You blind, deaf, and dumb. And it make it be so simple, though. It's like, damn, I never thought about that. Right. And that's called revelation. They said we living in the days of revelation. So revelation is to reveal. We only revealing what they was concealing. See, they concealed who the true living God is. You know what I'm saying? The 10%, they concealed who God is. Now we revealing who God is. And that type of light can be too bright all of a sudden to somebody. Because, you could be in the dark and the light hit real bright, boom, you still can't see. You know what I'm saying? So your eyes have to adjust to that light. That's how it is when somebody first hears that the black man is God. Or make it even more particular if you tell them that you are God. Because saying the black man is God, some people can accept that one. Oh, yeah, I can see that. But then you tell them, say, yo, I am God. They, oh, no. I don't see you being no God, though.
Make it rain. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Right.
You know
right.
Yeah, God, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that, Bill, God. I could definitely see that, Bill.
Yeah, so I'm about to get ready to get up off, but it was beautiful building with you, though, God. Keep doing what you're doing, man. It's all doing the Lord's work, man. We all doing it in different ways, and that's the equality. You know what I mean? It all add up to the same impact. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace, God. Peace.